So y'all, we back with Coldest one to ever, continuing from chapter 1. The up and coming dealers on the block was Santana's number 2 problems. I was his number 1. He loved me like crazy, but was getting nervous about the way men, young and old, was checking for me. It was amazing how in 1 year from age 12 to 13, my titties sprouted. I even had the ass to match. I don't know who was more excited, the men or me. I was walking around poking my stuff out in any direction that looked good to me. But anybody who stared my way for more than a few seconds was in danger of catching a crucial beatdown. Pops had already made an example of at least 2 niggas around my way. Santana sliced this one dude from his left ear to his right ear. We called that kind of cut a hospital run. But this guy never got to go to the hospital. Santana had let his blood gush out until Doc got to our apartment. Now Doc ain't really no doctor. He just had some medical training in the army. Santana calls him when he don't need the police and hospitals butting around in his business. Well, when Doc got finished with dude, his cut just bubbled up all the way across his face. Everybody in the neighborhood started calling him Bubbles for that ugly scar. Bubbles Crimes was looking at me with lust in his eyes while he was supposed to be installing a safe in our apartment. Now Bubbles was walking around billboard that no one is allowed to fuck with Santana's daughter. After that, we got the second metal door installed in our apartment, and none of Daddy's workers were ever allowed past the door again. Now Mom's thought Santana's ways was overboard. She told him she was just going to get me some bitch birth control and let me go. Cause when a woman wants to get fucked, she get fucks. She get fucks whether it's in a car or in a closet. But I was gonna finish. Suggestions like this just got Santana more crazy. He made it clear to Moms, women is not a woman yet. None of these lowlights are going to make a trick out of my flesh and blood. Pops will pull me to the side, grab my shoulders with his strong hands and firm grip, stare into my eyes and tell me slowly, only a hard-working man, a sharp thinker who doesn't hesitate to do what he got to do to get you what you need to have deserves you. He repeated that lesson often. I would think to myself, only Papa fits that description. Now I love Papa, but I hate the way he cop blocks. Every teenage girl wants to cut loose and get close to the fire. But I was like a pot of boiling milk with the lid on. You know that's ready to explode and slide down the side of the pan. So my peeps kept me busy by giving me things to do all the time. I had to watch my baby sisters, Mercedes and Lexus, the twins. They was a real pain in the ass at 8 months old. Then I had to look out for my other little sister, Portia, who was 4. She wasn't half bad since she didn't shit all the time. Sometimes the 3 of them together got on my nerves so bad they almost made me want to go to school. But my policy was to go to school just enough so the authorities wouldn't kick me out. If I had a new outfit to show off or some new jewelry, I knew I'd get sweated for. Fine. But I wasn't going reports to school every day like it was some type of job when they weren't even paying for me for it. School was like a hustle. Teachers wanted me to come to school so they could get paid to control me. What do I get out of the deal? Enough said, I just wasn't having it. As busy as they kept me, there was Midnight. I guess he got that name because Midnight was about the only thing blacker than him. He was one of my father's workers. He was real serious like my father. He always looked like he was thinking deep thoughts and had a lot on his mind. I figured maybe he had a plan to take over the world. I liked that because he would need to own the world to win me. He never smiled. He didn't joke around like other niggas in our age group. He did his pickups and deliveries like clockwork. My father once referred to him as a strong young lieutenant. Santana liked him because he said he never tried to test or flex. He knew Santana was the boss and he was comfortable and cool with that. Midnight never attempted to skim pay late or run games like some guys did when they first started out. I like Midnight for other reasons too. In the summertime, he wore white when he played basketball. His mother, whoever washed his clothes, must have been more handy than them happy homemakers on the TV commercial, because this shit was Crips. But what really got me was that black skin. It was smooth and perfect. It laid on top of his bone structure, tight like saran wrap. His arms were cut. I could tell he lift weights, but he wasn't all big and swollen like those little dick assholes in the magazine. He was tall yet medium-sized and perfect. His muscles were defined. His veins stuck out, emphasizing his strength. His neck was slim and strong. He would come to the park only on Sundays. I know because I was clocking him like that. He would be wearing a new sweatshirt every time. He held his money in a gold money clip. He would take the money clip with the money neatly stacked out of the sweatpants pocket. He'd take off his pants, stripping down to the basketball shorts he had on underneath. His powerful legs were as cut as his upper body. For this, I gave him mad respect. I can't tell you how many guys I've seen with strong upper bodies and legs like a chicken. He would put that money clip on the inside of his basketball shorts and play ball. My eyes would move in and out of his structure. I couldn't wait to put my lips against his skin and maybe even suck his collarbone or something. To make the package complete, Midnight kicks were always new and clean. Now, Midnight never paid me no mind. I wasn't worried about that, though, because one thing I learned from my mother is a bad bitch gets what she wants if she works her shit right. Pops always taught me something useful. Useful about patience. He said sometimes a victory is sweeter when it takes a long time to carry out the plan and you catch the person completely off guard. What I was up against was the fact that Midnight worked for my pops. So even if he had ever considered me, he probably ruled me out. He was 5 years older than me, so he might have also considered me jailbait. The worst thing about it was that I couldn't tell either way. You know how they say a person's face is a dead giveaway? Well, Midnight was the opposite. His face seemed serious all the time. His reaction just didn't show up. Even when he played ball, he didn't talk trash like the other niggas. He didn't even react when they tried to mess with him. He just seemed focused on the basket, made his moves, scored his jumpers, and didn't even smile when he won. At first, to get his attention, I did the regular things like rocking my skirt extra mini, shortening my already short shorts, sporting halter tops and cute little bras. As I got sexier, he went from looking at me almost never to never looking at me at all. While in his presence, or at least when I was in the same park he was in, watching him play ball, I would try to get his attention by acting mad. I'd suck my teeth, roll my eyes at him, still nothing. So I decided to make him a long shot project. Meanwhile, I had my own fun stuff going on. I would let niggas take me to the movies. Or should I say, I went to the movies with my girlfriends and met niggas there, not wanting to ruffle Santana's feathers by bringing a worthless nigga home. Sometimes we would just chill at my girl Natalie's apartment. Her mom was never home, so we had free run of the place. Getting my first sugar daddy was no problem. His name was Sterling. I met him in Lower Manhattan at a grocery market when I ran into some chapstick on a fickle autumn morning. I guess my style just overwhelmed him because instead of reaching into the cash register and giving me my damn change, his eyes was sliding in between my breasts like he wished he could be one of my gold chains. I recognized him immediately as a sucker, somebody I could take for all he had. All his thoughts showed on his face. It was clear that I had his full attention as I gave him a blast of the ghetto attitude. I put my hand on my hips, saying, "My money or your life." He looked startled, stopped staring, and counted out my change. I laughed. "Do you need your receipt?" he asked with his enthusiastic, corny ass trying to prolong the conversation. "If that's all you had to offer," I said, with his serious look sprinkled with sexiness. He gave me my money and cleared his throat. Turned from the register with his cheap white dress shirt and $2 tie and followed me as I walked towards the door. I guess he had it like that. He could walk away from the register because he was the store manager. So what's your name? He said, looking like he thought he could actually make some progress with me. Winter, I said, rolling my eyes with disinterest. You live around here? Brooklyn, baby, no doubt. The rest is history. He got paid every 2 weeks, and so did I. He worked at the store, and I worked on him. I had him buying me shit he couldn't afford. We ate at places he never knew existed. Whatever little money he took home and paid, I took my 25% like I was his freaking agent or something. It worked out smooth, him living in Manhattan out of Santana's eyesight. Besides, the little piece of cash he provided meant a new outfit, an extra gold bangle to my collection, whatever. Like Mom say, you can never have too much. And I'll continue with chapter 1 in a few. Bye, my reactors.